Okay, guys, this is an honor and a privilege for me. I have with me today Mr. Geoff Tate. Jeff, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. Nice to
It's
be on your
awesome,
show.
awesome to see you, man. Yeah, you're on a plane, so we got to get as much in as we can, as quick as we can, huh?
Yeah,
So you're going to be here,
it's amazing. It's
appearing.
amazing. It's amazing living in the technological 21st century event that we can actually
Oh,
do
you're
this.
not kidding, man. I'm telling you. So you're going to be appearing at Empire Live here locally, January 27th in Albany. The Empire 30th anniversary tour. Um, has it really been 30 years since Empire came out?
Yeah, actually, I think it's 31 now as we
Wow.
started the tour with pre-COVID lockdowns.
Hmm.
That's to rearrange and reschedule everything.
Right. And oh, by the way, happy belated birthday. Almost forgot to throw that in there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
So now,
I kind of conveniently forgot that it was my birthday.
well, we stopped counting after a certain age, right?
Yeah, right. I stopped
So
at
now
29.
for this tour, not only are you doing Empire in its entirety, but you're also doing Rage for Order. Is that right?
That's right. That's right. One of my favorite albums. And
One of mine too. It's I'm glad you
honestly, the
said
only
it.
reason, I'm doing it is because I wanted to really badly. I've never
Sure,
actually
yeah,
played the whole album all the way through. So this is kind of a treat for me to do this as well as the people that enjoy that record too.
yeah. Definitely looking forward to it. I actually have I have a quick story for you. I met you in 1989. I'm sorry for dating us. I know that, but you guys were coming out of the Hilton Hotel in Albany, and you were playing the RPI Fieldhouse up here in Troy. But you guys were staying in Albany. My friend and I got to meet you guys. You guys all signed my. I had a denim jacket at the time. That's really scary, but you guys all signed the back of it, and I was just looking at it in awe. You guys were touring with Metallica, and Kirk Hammett came up to me. He's like, "Hey man, you want me to sign that?" I'm like, "No, absolutely not." So I denied Kirk Hammett signing my thing because I didn't want it to screw up your signatures at all. So I was a huge fan of you guys back in the day. I even still am, but obviously, but
God, no wonder
um,
Kirk has gray hair now with stories like that.
I think I think I did it to
Prob-
him. Sorry, Kurt, if you're listening or watching this, by the way. So, but I mean, enough about me. Let's talk about you a little bit. Outside of kicking ass on stage, you are absolutely busy off the stage as well. I understand you have a travel business, backstage pass travel business. Is that true?
Backstage Pass Travel, yeah, very interesting, unique business that my wife and I started several years ago. And yeah, we take groups of people around the world in different places. We have an Ireland trip. We take people all over Ireland and Germany. We do France, Italy. We have Montana. We're putting together one in Rio de Janeiro. It's really quite an experience, I think, for people, and especially if you've never traveled before. You hook up with us, and being world travelers, we take you to all the cool places we've discovered over the years, and you get to see the sights, and you're surrounded by music at all times. We have musicians that work on the tour with us, and there's entertainment all the time. It's
Oh,
uh,
that's
it's pretty darn fun.
that's
Quite the
awesome, man.
experience. Mhm.
And you have a new release coming out fairly soon this year, correct?
A new release, music release?
Yes.
Nope, nope,
No
not
music
planned this
release.
year. No,
Okay.
no. I have
Now,
a
what
wine
about
release. I have my Insania wine brand is releasing this year. And, oh, there you go. Yeah. What
happen to have
vintage
a
is
bottle
that?
right here?
What year is that one?
That was
Did you say
2010.
2010? Oh, that's an old one. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, it'll never get open. That's one of my prized possessions
Oh
since
no,
I was
no.
young.
Open it up, drink it. I make more every year.
All right. Well, maybe I will then. So now I've seen some recent recordings of you singing live. The voice is absolutely as strong as ever. How do you do it after all these years? I mean,
Practice. Honestly, yeah. Just keeping up with it. It's something that you have to keep using. When you're a singer, and I think as a
sure.
musician in general, if you don't practice, you get slow, and you get out of shape, and So you have to keep up with it every day. That's pretty much what
No,
I do, and I
absolutely.
just try to live a moderate lifestyle with, of course, exceptions, because I'm getting ready to go do the Monsters of Rock cruise at
Hmm.
the end of the month, and that's always an exception because you just can't get away from the party. It's
Yeah,
all
true.
around
Yeah.
you.
So now you were involved in this a Sweet Oblivion project, which I
Uh-huh.
absolutely love. My one of my friends turned me on to it. And I can't stop listening to it. How'd that come about?
It happened because I had released a series of records on Frontier Records, based in Italy, and I was talking with the record company owner and asking him about future releases, and I was interested in doing some collaborative work with other musicians, and I asked him to keep me in mind for anything that came up that he knew about, and he contacted me and said, "Oh, I've got this idea, matching you with some Italian musicians, and see what happens, see if you're interested in it." And so that started the whole thing, and released two albums under the title Sweet Oblivion.
Hmm.
And then I'm just getting ready to entertain the beginning of starting a third one now.
Nice.
So they're very fun projects because you get to work with really unique and different people that normally you probably wouldn't work with. And I
Sure.
like that kind of thing. I like working with different writers and composers and musicians.
Hmm. Now let's go back to the wine for a second. How did that come about? You started your own wine. You have your own vineyard, correct?
Yeah, yeah, like everything, you just sort of have an interest and you start leaning in that direction, and before you know it, it's 15 years in, and a lot of bottles. I personally try to test each vintage, so that I know that it's at least as good as the last one, and we keep getting better and bigger, and it's a slow process, but it's a really fun business to be part of. Very
Hmm.
satisfying. And my partners and I we take it very seriously. My partner, Freedom Rinkland, is a second generation winemaker based out of Germany.
Hmm.
Uh, and our vineyards are right there in the Alsace region, right on the border of France, Germany, and Switzerland.
Okay.
And we specialize in a white grape and a red grape.
Gotcha. So I'm trying to rush through these so I can get everything because I know you're on a plane ready to take off. So I'm kind of rushing through it. So I apologize for talking fast and rushing through it. But I have one more question for you. What made you tattoo the back of your head?
You know how you follow cars around and you see people putting their belief system on the back of their car, right? This is kind of my belief
Hmm.
system. It's all the things that I believe in strongly: family, uh, music. Uh, did we lose each other?
Oh no, I
It's
can hear
always
you now.
inevitable
You're
that we lose.
Oh, there you are. I
Okay,
got you.
great,
No, you're good.
great. So I don't know if I
Okay.
cut out while I was talking or what.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah, you did
Oh,
for the last part of it there.
oh, I'm just saying these are the things I believe in life, and so I had them tattooed on the back of my head, so I always remember.
Very cool. So the tour kicks off. We're recording this on the 18th. The tour kicks off 19th of January in Minnesota, correct?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
And it runs until like mid-October, right? Pretty.
Well, we have different breaks in different parts of it. Right now, I'm
Mhm.
booked through 2023, and it's all over the
Wow.
place. We're finishing up in the United States now, and then we move on to Europe and South America after that, and then Australia and Asia after that. So it's a busy time, but it feels
Yeah,
good to be back
absolutely.
on the road, and I love performing, and I love playing my music live for people, and excited, actually.
Yeah,
Had
I
like a
think
month off, so I'm raring to go now.
there you go. Yeah, a lot of people here anxious and ready for the show. It's definitely a big tour to say the least. What can folks expect? Obviously, other than Empire and Rage for Order both, which is, I mean, you can't ask for a better show than that. But what can the folks expect? I mean, it's
Yeah,
probably on energy and stuff.
that's pretty much what it's all about, is really focusing on the music and playing it well, and presenting it like people remember it being on the records. That's kind of our goal when we put together the tour. The boy in the band asked me, how do you put it all this presented? I said, I want you to play it just like the record. And that's what people like to hear, and so that's what we're doing.
Sure. So and we're at the risk of losing you, so I will cut it short, and I'm sorry for that, but I don't want to lose you for sure. Now, locally again, you're going to be here on January 27th at Empire Live. Our area's own Deveria is going to be open up for you on that show. There's plenty of dates on the tour. Don't miss it. For more information, you can go to geofftate.com. Definitely look forward to seeing you here in person. Check the tour schedule everywhere you guys are listening to this right now for the availability of the venues in your thing. Geoff, thank you so much for taking the time with us. Hopefully, I'll get to see you in Albany, shake your hand, and we'll get to talk maybe another time for a little longer.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on your show, Fuzz. I appreciate it, man.
It's my pleasure, believe me.
All right. Take
Ladies and
care.
gentlemen, Geoff Tate. Thank you, Geoff.
Adios.